So if you're thinking about moving to Newnan, Georgia, and Northgate High School District is the school district that you are wanting to look at, I want to show you exactly what's on the market today and what there is out there for you to buy from $500,000 and above. So I'm going to show you through my screen on the MLS exactly what it is that we're going to buy since you are moving to Newnan, Georgia. And let me tell you something. Northgate High School District is probably one of the most sought after school districts in our area, but all of the school districts are something to take a look at. I do have other videos in my series that shows you and tells you each of them and the corridors and what kind of area they're at. So definitely follow along to like and share on those videos. But if you like my property tours and you like any of my other videos, like, share, comment, tell me what you think about some of the videos that I'm doing. I would love to hear your feedback. But let's go in and let's take a look at exactly what houses are selling for in Sharpsburg, in Newnan, in that Northgate School District. So we're going to start at the price of $500,000 because most of those homes are going to be in the Northgate School District. Right now it's showing 129 matches in Northgate in Newnan, Georgia. Listen, that's a lot of houses, buyers. What does that mean for y'all? What that means is we're definitely in a market of negotiations, okay? So this is a great opportunity to purchase right now, especially if Northgate is that area that you're really honing in on. So I'm going to show you the map. Let me kind of walk you through expectations of location, because if you found my channel and you're thinking about moving to Newnan, Georgia, you may be commuting to like up here from the Atlanta area. You want to be on the south side. So this just may be the area that you're looking in. So as you can tell, that Northgate School District and Newnan kind of brings you out on 85 on the north side or the south side of 85. And you're getting off anywhere from the main exit, which I'm thinking is 51, but don't quote me on that. I can't remember the exit numbers. I just know the names. But this would be the area right here where it says White Oak. That's going to be the exit that is like got the Home Depot and the Walmart and Aldi's and Lowe's. It's definitely that White Oak subdivision that you're seeing right here. We'll zoom in on it. You can see the ranges of those houses are anywhere from like 525 all the way up to 1.5 million. So let's see what that looks like, right? So this one's 525. This is White Oak. I do have a video on this neighborhood, so you can go back and look at it. This has community pool, community golf course. It's got a restaurant in it. So White Oak may be one that you want to look at. This one is on 30 Couples Court. It says it's a 4-sided brick. So let's just kind of look at the pictures, see what you may get by moving into White Oak. On the lower end of the pricing point in there, you know, they got granite countertops in this one. It looks like it's probably not on a basement, but we can look at the details. So good size master. It looks like there's a little office room off of that master. There's the living room right over there. You know, this house has some outdating. It needs to be updated, some remodeling done to it. Here's the great thing about houses like this, though, is you can really make this house your own, right? Oh, wow. It's got a very shaded backyard. That's the great thing about White Oak. Now, if you want a neighborhood that has more, it's more established, it's been there longer, it has lush trees, it has beautiful roads, White Oak is definitely going to be that neighborhood for you. It does have, it's been here a long time in Newnan, so it has that very established feel to it. So This is listed at $525. It's sitting on almost an acre. You're going to see it saying it's got luxury vinyl planking. It is four-sided brick, which I love a four-sided brick home. It's 4,700 square feet. So for $525,000 in White Oak, 4,700 square feet, that's an incredible deal. That's like a great property to go look at. So let's just look at what $1.5 million gets you in White Oak. So, wow. I know this house. This is a gorgeous house. It's listed, it started at 1.6. It's down to 1.495. It is 5,300 square feet, four-sided brick, built in 1993. And like I said, you get a clubhouse, golf, and pool in here. And this is Northgate High District still. So let's just take a few quick looks. Oh, interesting. This house has a lot going on in it. It has definitely had a lot of customization. It is pretty. So that's going to be like what I would call today, like a coffee bar off of the kitchen area. You got your pantry. I mean, 5,000 square feet of four-sided brick. You want to talk about a house that's built to last? This house is built to last. And look at that backyard. That's beautiful. I love a patio. Love a patio. There's a lot of interesting color choices in this house. But you know, this house is really eccentric and beautiful. I mean, look at that tile work. Oh, I mean, you can tell by his clothes. Like, he is very flashy and eccentric himself. So, ooh, I love that wallpaper. It's gorgeous. I mean, every room has been cut. Check out that closet. I mean, every room has been customized for sure. So, I mean, 1.6 at 1.45. I mean, wow, what a house. So that's one of the subdivisions that you're going to find in Northgate School District. So I'm going to zoom back out just so you can see. Let's go over here by Madras. Now, Madras is one of the areas that is going to be one of the elementary schools that is part of Northgate High. So you're going to see subdivisions over here. Like, this is Palomino Court. It's just a one-road subdivision. But I will say, I'm going to zoom out because I want you to see this area right here is really pretty. And then we'll hop over to Arbor Springs. So here are some of the newer builds. Now, this is called Highgate. It's a very small. So a lot of the builders in Newnan, they build, so the big box builders, right? Lennar, D.R. Horton, those big box builders, they're building on massive acreages. You know, they're buying 100 acres and building these humongous subdivisions, right? But there's a lot of local builders that buys pockets of land, 10, 15, 20, 30 acres, and they're only putting maybe 10 or 15 houses on it. And this Highgate is going to be one of those subdivisions. They're beautiful homes. They're very modern farmhouse feel, as you can tell by looking at them. Oh, wow, look at the fireplace. Floor to ceiling. Beautiful. I mean, granite countertops. I love, oh, it has 2 fireplaces. I love that. This is a gorgeous home. Let's look at the list price on this one. So this is listed at $784. It's sitting on an acre of land. It's 1.5 stories. So what does that mean? It's got that second story right above it, which is probably just like a bonus room, right? When it's not saying a 2 full story, it's just a bonus room up top. But it's saying plus 2 additional bedrooms and 1 full bath on the main. So you got all of your bathrooms on, all your bedrooms and baths mostly on the main level. This is probably the bonus room up here where these 2 windows are at, is what I am imagining. So let's see, this is 3,200 square feet sitting on an acre. It is Brooks Elementary, Madras Middle, and Northgate High School, which are all high schools and elementary and middle schools. You want to check out those, the website that shows you exactly the ratings on those schools, because everyone wants something different out of a school, right? And check out that one video that I had, and it will tell you exactly like what each high school is best at, because if I remember correctly, Northgate has a lot of aeronautics, because we get a lot of Delta pilots. We get a lot of people that's going to flight school in our area. Delta stewardess, United Airlines, because we're only like 35 minutes from the airport, maybe 45, depending on what side of Newnan you're on. So this is a really great area. So I'm going to zoom back out, because Northgate High School District is dropping you off at a couple of different exits right here down Highway 85. And so this Highway 34 that you're seeing right here is going to take you into Peachtree City. I got some videos about Peachtree City and definitely some property tours in Peachtree City if you want to know a little bit more about that golf cart community, because that is a thing over there. But let's zoom in to probably one of, now this over here is Lake Redwine. Beautiful community. It's got a pool. It's got some new builds out there. Let's just pop into this one right here. So see, this is North Shore at Redwine. This is going to be one of the newer build homes that's out there. But you have anywhere from 650,000 to 1.3 million, depending on like on the lake, which is what Lake Redwine is known for. It is a beautiful lake that also has some Northgate High, some Newnan High. So this subdivision, like you're going to see which side of the subdivision is Newnan High School. And that's also like that in Summer Grove is East Coweta High and Northgate. So our property or our school district lines kind of run a different way. But this is the newer side of Lake Redwine. But let's hop in here. So this one's listed at $775. This is 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. So this is where you're going to be that Brooks Elementary, that Madras Middle, Northgate High. It is 3-car garage, double door entryway, very common floor plan here. Hardwood floors throughout. Let's take a look at the kitchen. You can definitely tell this is a newer build just by the cabinetry, where the island is set up. So Lake Redwine is an established executive home. It does have houses that were built in the 90s, and then it's got some of these newer builds. So let's see what year this one was built. This one was 2019. So this is a newer build, 3,400 square feet. And you got lake access out in Lake Redwine. Let's see if they got some community pictures here to show you. Oh, this one has a pool. Look how beautiful. It kind of looks like AI. Oh no, it does not have a pool. It's showing you that it could be virtually staged possible pool. I didn't even see that. I was like, okay. 3-car garage. Nice little sitting area. This is going to be that bonus room up top. So really pretty. I like Lake Red Wine. It's got some hills in there. It's large, as you can tell. There's a lot of homes in Lake Red Wine. Here's all of the roads in Lake Red Wine. So let's pop over to Arbor Springs, which is this area right here. And very established. These homes are on large lots, which I love. I do not, me personally, don't want to live right next to each other. I want to look like I'm looking out my window now and I got trees and all that stuff. Like I want a little bit of land to roam. So yeah, I definitely like land, and Arbor Springs offers that. And let me tell you a little secret. So Arbor Springs just recently built, see how deep it goes in? So it starts right here is the entrance into Arbor Springs, and look how deep it goes. It goes way back in there. And right over here is where they just recently built a Publix. It's got Partners Pizza. It's got a bar studio, which is like an exercise studio. It has some of the Piedmont healthcare. They made this community very similar to a lower Peachtree City. So you can have a golf cart in here and drive your little golf cart right down here and go right over here to Publix and get your groceries and go back. Or at least that's what they say they do. So you can see the prices are running $675 all the way up to $1.7 million. So this house has been one of the houses I've looked at a few times. It is gorgeous. It is amazing. It is definitely in Arbor Springs. Arbor Springs has a little lake. It has a pool and a community center. It has parks and walking paths and all of the things. But this house, you would not have to leave to go check it out. I mean, look at the outdoor kitchen. Got your TV, you got a pizza oven, you got the refrigerator, you got all your pool stuff out here. You don't never have to go inside. You have an outdoor retreat right in the comfort of your own home. It is an amazing house in an amazing, look at that view. I mean, it's gorgeous. I love the shakers. I love the stone frontage. Those are real hardwood floors. I imagine those hardwood floors are going all throughout the main level. That is a beautiful custom ceiling. And that's the thing about Arbor Springs is most of all of the homes out in Arbor Springs have been custom built to the owner that built that house. So you're gonna find these homes are not cookie cutter. These homes are not meant to be just like every home. Each home is specific to that homeowner that built it originally. I mean, look at the ceiling in the office. That's a gorgeous office. Definitely executive style offices. That is custom woodwork on the ceiling. This home has exquisite detail to it. And look at the views from the windows. I mean, you really feel like you're in the trees. Oh, wait a minute. I want to go back. Oh, see, I love that. I told my husband I wanted him to do that. He's a plumber, so he can do just about anything. But I love the water spigot over by the coffee. You don't have to, you just fill it up right there. It's a pot filler. I was a little brain dead, but it's a pot filler. But yeah, that's a gorgeous home. Arbor Springs is, if you're looking for that executive build, if you're looking for that next caliber, if you're looking for custom woodwork, custom countertops, custom cabinets, customized everything, the showers, the door handles, the bathrooms, the toilets. I mean, look at the laundry room. That laundry room's made. Let's fold the clothes. Let's wash the pants. Let's soak. Let's do everything. Let's put it straight in there. We got plenty of counter cabinet space. Here's an extra space for another office, which, I mean, my house needs a bunch of offices too, so I get that. We have a spot for just about anybody. The other thing about Arbor Springs is you can also make most of those homes in that subdivision can be very multi-generational. So that's one that if you are a family that are combining families and you're trying to find enough space that's multi-generational, Arbor Springs is going to be one of those neighborhoods that we want to look at, and especially if you're staying in that Northgate School District area. So let's look at kind of this one. Is this one connected to Arbor Springs? Yeah, it is. Okay. It was kind of over there off to the side, and I couldn't remember. So this is, what was the price on this one? Let's go back. So this one was $8.99. So this is a house that is a little lower end of what you can get in Arbor Springs, but just as beautiful. Even the lower end price points in Arbor Springs is gonna offer some executive style features to it. But if it doesn't have exactly what you want, you can always upgrade some of these rooms. This one has a basement and an upstairs. The topography out in Arbor Springs allows for a lot of terraces. So there are, like, it's hilly out there. So there are a lot of terraces, a lot of basements. If you want a house with the basement, Arbor Springs is also that area that we should go take a look at. Because, if you're relocating to an area, and which I relocated to this area, so I didn't know a lot of places. It's really important to have someone that can show you around, dependent on like what your lifestyle is going to be. Like, I always ask the question, where are you working? Are you traveling to Atlanta? And if you are, is it important about the commute time? Because if the commute time is a big deal, then let's get one of these subdivisions that's going to be right off of 85, so you are not getting stuck in traffic, because some of our exits in Newnan, especially in Peachtree City, will determine your wait time getting home and leaving, because it depends on, are you going to go north off the exit, or are you going to go south off the exit? Because you can get off of the Highway 154 exit at 4:30, and if you go right and go towards Lake Redwine, Arbor Springs, that area, you're going to be home way faster than if you turn left and you go more into Sharpsburg, which I'll show you what I mean. So this is Highway 154 right here. So you can get off this exit, and if you're coming from Atlanta up here, and you get off at this exit and you turn right, you're going towards this side of the interstate. This is way less traffic in the afternoons. If you turn left, this Highway 154 right here is backed up, getting on the interstate in the morning, getting off the interstate in the afternoon, because this Highway 34 is where everyone's getting to go home. And this is the one road that's going to get you in and out of there. And so this is definitely going to determine a commute time. So if you're liking a larger lot, because if you turn left off this interstate and go this way, all of these lots right here are going to be much smaller. Now, I'm not sure about this one. It's probably 920,000. It's probably sitting on some acreage. But these little subdivisions that are right here off that interstate, the lots are maybe half an acre, maybe an acre. But if you go up here and over here, these are the subdivisions that are a little more, it feels rural than being on this other side. So it's definitely something to look at when you're trying to decide. You know, when I ask about commute, that's something to pay a really close attention to on the commute. So let's just look at this 920 price, because I'm wondering, okay, so this is Sharpsburg. I love Sharpsburg, by the way. So yeah, see, lot size 7.78 acres. I knew it had to be on a lot of acres, but I love acres. Now this is Southern living at its finest. Look at that. This is exactly what moving to Newnan, Georgia, the city of homes, offers sometimes. I mean, oh, I know exactly where this is at. This is beautiful. It's got a basketball court. It's got a pool. It's got a pergola. Look at that porch. I love that. Let's check out the kitchen. Look at the ceilings. Like, it's beautiful. This is definitely Southern living at its finest. This is charm. Now, if you don't like that wallpaper, it's no big deal. That's easy to fix. Look at the ceiling in there. I mean, that's a great space. They've put some tongue and groove ceiling. They've updated the shower. Updated tile floors. Lots of upgrades, because this house is not a newer house. It's been on the market for 3 days, listed at $920. Let's see, 1996. So that, I figured 4,500 square feet. So let's talk about that septic system. Most of all the houses in Sharpsburg are going to be on septics. That it's just the area. It used to be a very rural area until it was built out. So keep that in mind. If you're, hey, I don't want to be a septic, which I've always lived on a house with a septic. So if you don't want to be on a septic tank, that's something to look at. But we have so many great houses in the Northgate School District. If we look at, I mean, there's 91 houses in the Northgate School District over 500,000. So if you want to see more videos like this, you definitely want to come back to my channel, like, subscribe, share them, please. Tell me what you think about them or what you want to see next, because I would love to be your realtor if you're deciding to relocate. And you can already love me, like me, and trust me by watching my videos and seeing exactly the personality type that I am, and see if I'm that realtor that works for you. But I'll see you on the next one.